Hey guys, welcome back to another StarCraft II tutorial. This is going to be another Terran tutorial, Silver League 1. It's going to be a TvP. "20-minute macro video. So I've queued up 2 SCVs like normal. A little bit late on the supply depot because I was doing something. But yeah, we want to spam more SCVs. 3 preferably. Barrack. Maybe scout them if you want, but you don't have to. I have enough minerals, I get Barrack to wall off, get another SCV. Every time I'm building something, I make 1 to 2 SCVs. Reactor, or sorry, not reactor, refinery. I'm looking at the opponent's base, and I'm seeing my supply is 17, him at 18. Halfway through his gateway, and around halfway through my barrack. And you want full gas saturation happening in your base, as well as more SCV production. And I've made a second SCV to create that wall in case he rushes me or scouts me. Cannon rush maybe. And here's where I made an accidental mistake. So this SCV right here was supposed to be used to scout, but I didn't lower the supply depot, so I don't realize until later that I did that. On 22 supply, you have a refinery, and I would say 21 supply, or whenever you can, factory, when you have enough gas after. And then I finally scout. Finally realized 3 SCVs in production, and I also make 2 Marines. So in case he's making like a really late scout, or he's pushing me with maybe 1 Zealot to scout, or if it was Zerg, maybe like 2 Zerglings to scout. So on 20. Around 20, I would say 27, because I made 3 Marines, because I had enough minerals. So let's say 27 supply, we're going to make a starport, 3 workers and gas, and I'm also microing around. And so I'm gonna go to my vision. So my vision, I see a cyber core, 1 gateway, and I see base coming up. And from everybody, I didn't see this gateway, and I didn't know he was going with the tests, because I didn't see anything going on in this gateway here. But I did see his expansion, which is the most important thing. So I need to know that. Now I need to know that I have to hurry up fast. Fusion core on the way for harassment with the battlecruiser. More SCVs after I get this orbital command. And as soon as I do that, I'm gonna rally point to the second base. And I'm gonna shortly bring 2 workers to here in the gas to prevent the oversaturation. And you can notice that I'm actually supply blocked here for a short time, so let's actually go back to him. So he's actually stacking up buildings, gateways, Stargate. I wouldn't advise you to go to Stargate this late. If you want to go with a Stargate opener, I wouldn't make 2 gateways. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, so he's got the supply lead, but I have more of this army company he does. He has more workers though. And I have a battlecruiser in production. And I have this rally while this base is getting to orbital crash. And I see a stalker coming over and an adept. And these marines are able to. I don't have vision over this right now. I can't see him. See this? Well, let's go to everyone. So he's assuming that if I bring something out, I assume he's gonna kill it. He has an oracle right here to try and harass. When I played Protoss as my main race, I did this too. But little did he know that I was going with the battlecruiser. So now he's trying to scout me, see what's going on. So let's go to his vision. And for some reason, he didn't really want to go in. For some reason, I have another battlecruiser in production, weapon refit, and more supply depots to prevent this supply count block. I have one idle worker, and we'll try to fix that. Let's go to the everyone tab. And notice how, look at this battlecruiser, 23, 24, 25 kills, 26 kills. And then finally is not able to kill it still. 25 health battlecruiser. And he finally kills the battlecruiser after around 30 kills. And then he has this coming in. I try microing the zealots with the charge lots. And right here I have another battlecruiser, luckily. Second starport. Coming up whenever I can. And make sure you get all the workers out of there. Because if he slows down my production, then my build order is screwed up. So he's still on 2 bases here with no workers in gas, which is a really big mistake. And again, he's trying to harass the 2 oracles. So he's trying to... Yeah, he keeps on oracle harassing. I try and micro the SCVs, but still get some kills. 3 kills there. And 5 kills there. 6 kills. Yeah, so he's getting a decent amount of kills off. But I have 2 battlecruisers being produced at the same time. And now that he sees that I have 2 battlecruisers, he just gets out of it. He still has some stalkers and zealots here. Probably to prevent my expansion. And now my SCVs go back. And when I don't realize this, but you always want to keep production with battlecruisers. Yeah, I don't have enough minerals either. So what I'm actually doing is engineering bay, because I saw that he was going with an Oracle play, so I didn't think that at the time this building was going to be a Stargate. I thought it was going to be another gateway, because he put mass gateway earlier. And his money is not really looking so great. It's good in the mineral count, but not really much going on in the gas count. So he's trying to get phoenixes, which I would not advise. In this sort of situation, I might go charge lots, but probably not. I would probably go for late game army, like void rays, because void rays, if you don't know, do extra damage to armored units. So that includes battle cruisers and like the fat units, like the strong, heavy metal units. And I don't realize this, now I realize it, to make a battle cruiser. And what I didn't do also was I should rally my PCs from the starport to a different area. And what I also didn't do until a little bit later was get upgrades. The most important mistake, biggest mistake people can make, including me because sometimes I forget, is to get upgrades. But I was a little bit sidetracked because I found that he was a little bit screwed, it looked like, because he didn't have any counters. And look at this, so I'm trying to micro my SCVs, and then I don't successfully close the wall in time. But now I try and micro all those SCVs out of there, and then notice how this is a really good play by him. He's actually taking down the fusion core. That prevents me from making any battle cruisers from this point on. And I don't notice that until I can't make battle cruisers. So what I actually do is, once I realize, because I have enough money, I think, and I'm like, what should I do? And I just make a third base, because way before this, because I have enough money. And he's a little bit struggling. Like, he's going with Zealots, which is not a good late game composition. And he has nothing in his Stargate, sorry. And he's got no air weapons, and he has no ground weapons either, or ground armor or shields. And I'm getting a third, and he's still stuck on 2 bases, and he's trying to prevent this expansion, definitely. So I'm actually getting a bit overcrowded here, so shortly I'm going to be moving some SCVs up here. And since he killed my fusion core, I think, yeah, fusion core coming out here, and I just made a liberator and Raven. If you have a lot of money, you should always go into the tech lab, and you should always get the Corvid reactor, starting energy of the Raven. But now I know that, since I know that he's kind of being a jerk, I'm going with battle cruisers. I'm slaying these guys easily, going back to his base. And he's not going for a third, it looks like. So, he's going with heavy gas production, it seems like. But he's not actually spending his gas, which is a really bad mistake. You need to spend your gas. Spend your money. Again, coming in with more charge lots, which, if you do play, Protoss, I do not advise that at all. It's like one of the dumbest mistakes you can make. And this guy is stupid. So what he's doing is he's moving it, constantly rallying it to my 4th base location. And he's preying on the fact that I'm going to go to 4 bases, but he's not checking that I have right here, 3rd base. And he's still not going for a 3rd. He keeps on racking up those Zealots, thinking that they're going to kill battle cruisers, which obviously is the dumbest thing ever. And I'm looking at his unit composition. A few Phoenixes and more Phoenixes here. But he has so much money here, but he's A, about to be supply locked, and B, he's not getting more than 1 Stargate, so the amount of units he has is so bad. And here comes, I'm assuming, more Zealots, which is really stupid again. And look at this. Raven, the reason why we want to get Corvid Reactor is this, which is called anti-armor missile. I'll read it to you guys. Deploys a missile which pursues the target unit and upon contact reduces the armor and shield armor of affected units by 3 for 21 seconds. Sorry. So in comparison, 3 armor. So that's like. So let's check a battle cruiser. 3 armor. So if you're playing a TvP with 0/0 upgrades, and you hit a sorry, I forgot the name, anti-armor missile at a battle cruiser at 0/0 upgrades, it will instantly have 0 shields, and that will make your units very vulnerable. But what I didn't realize is I stacked this up, and I couldn't even have enough time to realize it. He was actually stacking up Zealots like an idiot. So, again, more battle cruiser production. I didn't really want to go into another starport, obviously, because I can't even spend my money as efficiently, because he keeps striking my everything with these stupid Zealots. And I'm looking at his army, and the dumbest thing you can do is he's long distance mining, like from all the way across. And this is the dumbest thing ever. He makes his base location in 1, 2, 3, or you don't even have to do this, 1, 2, 3, 4th base location area. And right here I attribute a scan to find out what he's doing. I scan here, and I see the base coming, but I see long distance mining happening, which means he's very either desperate or really far behind. And right here I actually noticed I made a mistake. I put a missile turret here and it was actually preventing my guys from mining properly. So right here we go to the starport. I should have made another battlecruiser, but mistakes happen. When this battlecruiser comes up, should have more battlecruisers in production soon. And try and get away from these numbers. You don't really want to be supply blocked at all. And also you can notice right here, I moved some battlecruisers over so I can actually build my stuff. He has no clue about this at all. I know to raise the supply depot, I think. I should have raised the supply depot. And yeah, that's assuming that, okay. So he's killed like a lot of my things, and I raised the supply depot so he can't target fire this important fusion core. I also made a tech lab on the factory, which is potentially going to help. I'm going to make some siege tanks, and I'm basically just surrounding the zealot because it's very low. And look at this, and you'll see later I'm going to be producing a few siege tanks, because look at my bank. My bank is really good, but I didn't want to spend, okay, actually I did. I wanted to make another starport to increase its production rate to 165 cap supply, but look at all these pylons that he's making. He's got 181, he's pushing more zealots like an idiot. And I see him, did he rally them? No, he didn't rally them. He didn't rally them in a good spot. So he has Lilith's Mass Phoenix, and he finally, at the 16.5-minute mark, starts making more Stargates. And this is how you know he's in desperation station. So now you see, hey, well, I mean, looking around, let's actually see what he sees. So if I was in his shoes, I would be like, why would I would say, wait a second, why would I want to use zealots here? Because he doesn't see me, if he doesn't see me expanding here, what I would have done in his shoes was send them to this mineral line and check to see if I had defenses. If I didn't, I would go all the way around and attack this mineral line, because that's the more common base location. Let's go back to now my vision. I have no idea that this is here, but he also has no idea that I have a base coming up. And you see this factory siege tank production happening, and I made a mistake. I should have went with armor. Didn't go with any of the upgrades, unfortunately. And I want to put them in siege mode, obviously, because you get that extremely heavy range, and you also get the splash damage.
Additional supply depots required.
And I'm finally getting the armory upgrades happening. Like really late. I should have done it in 10 minutes, not 18. So that was another mistake by me. But I didn't really take into account the Raven, because I completely forgot about it after I started making. So now I'm at full supply. He's also at full supply. Except he's got 80 workers, I have 49. Like, it's at this level, it's not horrible. 49. So worker count is not horrible. It's not the best. I would get to 60 something. But look at this guy stacking on 76 probes. And he's still making zealots, like a noob. And I finally built up the courage to blast at him. Let's actually go back a little bit. I went too far. So yeah, I send all my units here, and he's trying to micro these, but just poorly, just really poorly. And look at this, the auto cannon instantly one-shotting, and it targets it lost the hunt. So yeah, and look at this madness. I have way more units than he does, and he hasn't even killed one battlecruiser. You got one of like half health. But the dumbest thing is he's also bringing in his zealots, which is stupid. I couldn't tell if he was trying to sacrifice some of his army to me, free up supply, or just like being an idiot. But again, look at this, he has no workers in there. He's got full saturation here, like way too much. And he proceeds to bring his zealots over, and I eventually see that. I think I saw a glimpse on the map. So now I'm pouring into these. Obviously, you want to go into the pylons, because I see him in desperation mode trying to get all these stargates to work. And then the fastest way to do it is kill the pylons. And he doesn't know that I have some battlecruisers at home waiting for him. And I have more battlecruisers here. And he also doesn't know that I can just tactical jump back home. And yeah, so I come in. There's all this battlecruiser production. And he's sitting here with 20 supply of army, 18 army supply. Without the opponent. But 59 workers. So his economy is so good, but he doesn't know how to spend his money properly. You always need to know how to spend your money properly, because you're always going to be at a disadvantage if he attacks. If he attacks, let's say, and I didn't spend my money on making more battle cruisers or getting any upgrades, then I would be at a severe disadvantage. And I actually saw a little glimpse. Let's go back like a second. My view.
Base is under attack.
So base is under attack. I tactical jump back home because he let my battlecruiser survive for too long. He kills the base, but it's trivial. I have another base here. And I'm coming in with my battlecruisers. Now I'm moving my units forward, because I know he doesn't have anything.
Vespene Geyser exhausted.
I know the Vespene Geysers are exhausting, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm pretty sure I see vision on this. I saw a little glimpse of his army. Yeah, I saw a little glimpse of his army right here, pushing me. And I was like, no, because I knew he had nothing. And yeah, he completely GG's out. So that's how you annihilate Protoss. And
Knew the grass type.
So let's go, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, and like for future content. And see you guys in the next video.